Hello internet, if there's anything vegans love more than being weird, it's hummus. I am obviously rolling out a pizza dough, so why is the hummus relevant? When I was first going vegan, I was too cheap to buy the more expensive vegan mozzarellas, and the only vegan cheese that my grocer had when I first went vegan was the Daiya mozzarella, and quite frankly, the texture on that is real gummy. Like, if you have a vegan tell you, oh, it tastes the same, it's the exact same thing, keep in mind that they probably haven't had real cheese in 5 years, and it's taken about 5 years of me not having real cheese to warm back up to the Daiya mozzarella. That seems like it's thick enough to hold together. When pressed, like, it wasn't a convenient route for me to stop by Whole Foods or anything like that, and I wasn't going to make a special trip for it. I've hinted before that I'm a hikikomori. We can get into that in another video if you'd like. Please comment down below. And making pizza maybe once or twice a week was pretty much in the routine for significant other and I, so I didn't necessarily want to change that. It's a very convenient meal, especially to have as a freezer meal. So what I started doing to kind of get that creaminess that cheese provides was to put hummus on a pizza, to kind of make it more of a Mediterranean flatbread style, if that makes sense, than what we would traditionally think of as a pizza. I'm actually going to probably make 2 vegan pizzas, one of which is the hummus flatbread. So I'm going to start with the hummus pizza. We are going to take this herby garlic butter mixture. It's any kind of vegan margarine, salt and garlic, and a ton of oregano because I like a garlic butter crust, pretty much no matter what. This is just hummus left over from a catering event that my workplace had, and I got to keep all of the hummus that they had left over. Perks of being the only non-meat eater, I guess. And I kind of decided on making this recipe today just because I was afraid the hummus was gonna go bad if I didn't use it. So we are taking literally all the hummus. I was also afraid the mushrooms were gonna go bad if I didn't use them. So far they look okay. What's up with these giant mushrooms? I don't know, maybe I'm just used to getting really tiny mushrooms for some reason. These were just what's on clear. I'm gonna add some artichoke hearts because I'm the only person in my family that likes artichoke hearts. In keeping with the Mediterranean theme, Kalamata olives. I'm just gonna top it with oregano. You know what, I'm gonna put some nooch on it too. This one is going to be significantly more pizza-like. I am starting with the same old herby garlic butter crust. Okay, how we're going to start being weird. We're adding cheese first. And don't go overboard, because if you do, then that's when you're going to get that weird gummy texture. Putting the toppings on top of the cheese usually is the other way around. I'm just globbing tomato sauce down just because I found that it works better than tomato sauce and then mozzarella. This is kind of just how I do significant others pizza, just for contrast. I made a mess making this extra pizza sauce just in case I needed it, and I didn't. Apparently, I'm better at planning things out than I thought I was. Okay. Significant others. He likes provolone. But the special thing that I made about this is frozen pesto. You know how they tell you one of the best ways to preserve herb is to freeze them in olive oil? And pesto is basically cheese, basil, and olive oil. Oh, and pine nuts. So I just ground everything together and froze it, and it actually freezes pretty well because of that. Make sure you have it sealed and it should last a year. Basil loves the Arkansas summer heat. Significant other likes the green stuff too. Open and enjoy. I can't open. Don't tell me what to do. I want to enjoy this. It's pre-sliced. I don't like pre-sliced because then it's like always too thick. He's trying to cut back on cheeses that have certain preservatives in them. I'm not sure what preservatives he's trying to avoid, but I think that he's gotten this brand before. I mean, for me it's sulfa, but that's because I am specifically allergic to sulfa. And he loves him some Kalamata olives too. That's what I would call a typical omnivore pizza. Pizza! I'm sorry, did I upset you? I did not mean to upset you, I'm sorry. And there you have it. They all taste delicious, of course, because they're all pizza. I will say the omnivore pizza is the dead winner in the aesthetics department with that crispy broiled cheese on top. And worth noting on the hummus Mediterranean flatbread, I probably would advise skipping the nutritional yeast and just drizzling on some pesto instead, and that'll push that flavor over the top. Like always, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to list any questions, comments, or concerns down below. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe. Who's got the curliest cinnamon bun on their butt? You do. You got the curliest cinnamon bun on your butt? Oh, butt.